So I'd like to introduce our guests and any visiting Rotarians. Thanks, Mike, for this shot. And let's start with, I'm looking on the screen. Vanessa, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vanessa Burdiak. I am the school-based health center program coordinator for the Humboldt IPA. I teach with Pelican Bay, and I am happy to be here with you all this morning.
Welcome, welcome. And I see Tony's here also. Hi, Tony, would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Tony. I'm the programs coordinator for Project Rebound at Humboldt State University. We are a program that is solely dedicated for formerly incarcerated students. And we are in 14 other CSUs, and we are all operated by the formerly incarcerated. So I myself am formerly incarcerated. I also work for an organization called the Anti-Recidivism Coalition, and I'm a driver in the Ride Home program. So what we do is we pick up people getting out of Pelican Bay. We provide a stipend. We're their first contact into freedom. We pay for their plane ticket or bus ticket home to wherever they're paroling. But the beautiful thing is we connect them into an array of reentry services. We're big reentry organizations. And so, yeah, I'm just super, super excited to be a guest here and to share this morning with you guys.
Thank you. And we'll hear more from Tony and Vanessa in a little bit. Let's see, people keep coming in. So my guess, the screen is moving, but hey, it's a dynamic world we live in. Karen, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Excuse me. Karen Skoglund, and I work for Northern Humboldt Union High School District in their Indian education program. And we are a consortium with Northern Humboldt as the lead with 9 other school districts. So we have students in our program that are in the high school, which is what we're going to talk about later today, this morning, and then also students in the elementary schools.
Thank you. Welcome. And Isabella, I see you. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hello, my name is Isabella Sundberg. I'm a senior at McKinleyville High School, and I'm the ASB president and Native American Club for McKinleyville High School.
Welcome. Welcome. And let's see, I see Lila.
Hey, I'm Lila Cohen. I am part of Interact Club at Arcata High School.
Welcome. All right, let me see. Did I miss anybody? I think not. All righty. Well, welcome everybody. We're glad to have you here. And I'm also glad to see all the Rotarians here. Welcome everybody. It's good to see you all. I'm going to remind you about the raffle because last time when I reminded you, so I told Nick I would do this sooner. And so, there you go. And yes, all right. So we're going to start with service and community this morning, and we are going to start right off with Isabella and Karen. And I don't think, is it Kyoki? I don't think he's here yet. I don't know if he's going to come.
He said he's not going to be able to make it. He's taking students eeling, and they're making a video for the conference.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to, Romy, turn this over to you just to do introductions, if you don't mind.
Wonderful. Well, I'm very, very happy that Isabella and Karen are with us this morning. One of the efforts with community service and then our sort of part of that is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our committee is looking at ways that our club can support efforts with BIPOC youth, Black, Indigenous, people of color, and we wanted to really focus on educational educational opportunities for those students. And when we heard about what Isabella and Karen and Kyoki and the students are doing, we thought, my gosh, this is exactly the sort of effort that we're so thrilled to have an opportunity to learn more about and hopefully to support in the community. And it is a conference put on by students, for students, Native American students all over Humboldt County, Del Norte, Mendo, and so I'm gonna let them talk about it. We're just thrilled with the work that they're doing, and I'm excited to learn more.
Isabella, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, first I want to say thank you guys for allowing us to be here and wanting to support us in our conference this year. And the Success in Both Worlds Native American Youth Conference is organized and executed by the McKinleyville High School Native American Club. And the club decides on a theme every year, and we organize the workshops and speakers. So this year the theme is Native Know-How, and it'll focus on local Native cultural practices such as traditional burning, traditional foods, ceremonies, fishing, eeling, crafts. And the conference is biannual and has become a tradition at McKinleyville High School since it started in 1993. And this is my second conference this year now that I'm a senior, which is great to have experienced this twice in my high school experience. And Native American high school students are invited from all over Humboldt County, Del Norte, and Mendocino County. And everyone's invited to attend, and there's no registration fee, which is why the conference is made possible by generous co-sponsors and volunteers such as you guys. And yeah, that's a little bit of our rundown this year. And I do have some pictures if you'd like me to screen share, if that would be okay. But let me just
Yes, go ahead. It's all set for you.
pull some up. Okay. Thank you. My internet's like really horrible, so we'll see if the photos even load, but we will see. Here, let me try. Sure. Can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Okay. This was, I think 3 years ago with tribal sovereignty, and it's not gonna let me scroll, I don't think, but you guys can kind of check these out. So this was all tribal sovereignty. This was my sister's year, actually, so she's in these photos. But so back in 2017, as you can see, there's a news interview going in this one. The photos are going to be kind of hard to load, so I hope that you guys can kind of see them all in like a big gallery. But yeah, this is just an example of, usually it's in person, it's in our NPR at McKinleyville. So we're happy this year that we're able to do something and kind of keep our tradition up, even if that may be virtually. So we're just trying our best to make it great, and I think it will be this year. But yeah, this is kind of a rundown of what happens. We have speakers, and we usually have a cultural presentation. So as you can see, there's some dancers, and this year we're gonna get a couple storytellers, which I think will be great. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Karen wasn't feeling too well this morning, so I figured I was like, I'll take over. I got you, Karen. But yeah, and then we also have incentives too. So as you guys can see, and kind of where my mouse is, I'm not sure if you can see that, but we usually get like donated necklaces and baskets and stuff. So that's why it's really important that we have sponsors, so that way we can get good incentives and have active participation within our conference. If people kind of there and they can, Sarah James, yeah, attended that one. Yeah, it was a good one. But yeah, so that's why it's really important for us to have co-sponsors and volunteers and really generous people like you guys to help out with this conference. So I think that's pretty much it. And Karen, if there's anything you want to fill in, just go right ahead. But yeah, thank you.
I think you did an excellent job.
Isabella, how many students usually come?
Karen, I want to say like 300 or 5.
No, more anywhere
I'm not sure.
between.
No, like
between like 150
I don't know.
to 200. There was a time
Yeah.
when it kind of depends on the school and what their funds have been for the conference, because they have to transport students to the conference. A few years ago, Klamath Trinity would bring 2 buses of kids, and Del Norte would bring a busload of kids. So it was a huge conference. Like I said, it depends on, part of that depends on their money situation for transportation. A little bit different this year. So I think one of the things that we've talked about with the students, and it's a day-long conference. It starts in the morning, and the kids try to run it like an adult conference, where, you know, there's snacks in the morning, there's some icebreakers, there's our speakers, and then they break into workshops, and we kind of take over McKinleyville High's campus that day. And we have a lot of community support and support from the tribes and organizations. We have topics, we have expertise, a lot of expertise in our area. And, but we've done many different things. The kids always want to have a cultural presentation. And one year they wanted to have a hoop dancer. And so we kind of put our feelers out to all of our friends at the university and in the community, and I had somebody get back to me and say, we found you a hoop dancer. And so we got in contact with this man, and him and his son came from Arizona. Wow. And performed the hoop dance. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but they performed at Arcata High School and McKinleyville High School for the whole school. And then they also performed at our conference. And that was a really cool experience for everybody, but the kids in the club really had an extra special experience, because they invited our club to come back to Arizona and go to Kachina dances. And so we raised the money and we flew to Arizona.
Nice.
It was, got to go out to 3 mesas and meet a lot of people, and was quite the experience.
Well, I appreciate you guys being here this morning. And as Romy said, we have chosen to help you guys out a little bit this year, and with some funds that came from mask sales, and also from my birthday fundraiser. So we're going to be donating $1,000.
Wow.
To help with this project. And I will get with Sophie, our treasurer, and we'll get a check out to you guys. I'll give her the information and we'll get that out to you ASAP, so that you can use it for however you need it to help make this conference a success this year. And I'm really happy that we're able to do this. And thank you so much for coming this morning and talking to us. And you're welcome to stick around. We have a great program, but if Karen, I would understand if you want to go lay down.
Thank you. That's very generous of you.
Yes. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you have any questions, let me know, or Elzabella know.
Yeah,
We're happy to answer.
We can route those to you through Romy or me. So thank you again for being here and telling us about this. And we wish you all the best of luck with this year's conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome. So we have a hands-on project coming up, and there were some sign-up geniuses that went out. So Sarah, let's do just a real brief update with this one, if there's any additional information people need to know.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So on March 14th from like 10 to 2 o'clock, we're going to go to Jacoby Creek Elementary School. The science teacher's been working on a nature area in the back. He wants to create a native edible garden for the kids. And so all we need to do is kind of clean it up a little bit and get it ready so that when the kids return to school, they're supposed to go back on March 23rd, that they can pick it up and where we left off and keep going. So there's a sign up genius for people to come down. If you come down, if you have like a weed whacker or a chainsaw or some clippers and gloves, you should bring those with you. He has some other tools available. But we're also looking for donations of like salmon berries, huckleberries, thimbleberries, slawberries, and any other native local plants that could be edible or even ornamental, as long as they're local, native. So that's it. Any questions?
This is a great get your hands dirty project. I know we haven't been able to have as many of these this year, and this is exactly that. So if you've been wanting to put your elbows into it, put your back into a project, this will be a good one. So please check out the Sign Up Genius. And Sarah, in terms of when we say we want to buy one of those plants, do we just go buy it? And are there any places recommended where they are, or do we sign up for it? And is the school going to buy it and we pay for it? Can you explain that one?
Well, right now I was thinking that we could just buy it and bring it to Jacoby Creek School on the day of. If there's people that can't go out and purchase, just let me know and I'll go out and purchase. I think that some of our committees might have a little bit of cash, so we could probably even use our committee money, but I don't think the school's going out to purchase. There is a garden on Jacoby Creek Road. There's a garden on Bayside Road. There's a couple plant gardens in the Bayside region that sell local native plants, so you can find them there. If you have any issues, let me know and I'll look it up and I'll go find some stuff and let you know where it's at.
Perfect. What a great project. And the reason we need to get this done is we want to get it done and before the students are back in the school, right? Is that they're coming back at the end of the month? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, they're slotted to come back on March 24th, around that week. They're going to do hybrid model, so Tuesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Friday.
Great. Thank you, Sarah. And we are going to be donating. We mentioned this last time. We're going to be purchasing books, and we have $1,000 toward that, $500 from community service and $500 from the mask sales and my birthday combined. So if other committees, if anyone else wants to add to that, let us know. Let Romy know, because she's going to place the order pretty darn quick. And with $1,000, we're able to buy one of every book on the list.
And a few more.
And a few more, that's right. So, so that's happening. And if you want to get involved yourself and do it, please do. They're continuing this for, I guess, another week or so till the 15th, but I don't think they'll ever turn down books, but it will be easier if you do it now, because the bookstores are working with NAACP to get those books to them easily. So thank you. Oh, look who did stuff. That's a cool picture. Thanks Stephanie and John and Charlie. I guess this was before the shot kicked in, huh?
Now you understand my sense of panic when I thought I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, not yet, lady, not yet. So we need somebody to sign up, I believe, for this next week. Has anyone done that? Or is anyone willing to sign up to do it for this next week? John, did anyone pick up and sign up since I last checked?
Stalling and checking.
Okay.
Multitasking. Hang on.
That's all right.
If not, I'll do it. Nick will do it.
All right. Well, let's see, Nick, and John's looking, but I appreciate that, Nick, and thank you. So we got that covered one way or the other.
Yeah, for the 10th and 11th, nobody signed up yet. So thanks,
great.
Guys.
Thank you, Nick. And if Nick, if you need help, let somebody know. I'm sure somebody here will join the fun if you ask them.
Yeah, I'll grab a team.
Sounds good. So we're still looking for shoes, although, and and I have, this picture of the penguins, and the joke is, what does one penguin say to the other? And that penguin says, "What's that you say? Noggle brought some in my size." I hear Ray's not here, but he brought about 45 pairs of shoes. I don't want to ask where or how that they came to him, but he really stepped up. Ooh, sorry. They just that's just like, I didn't plan that one. Anyway, so they're still looking for shoes if you want to pass them on to some needy people or penguins. And we've got a home away from home distribution on Sunday the 14th. And they are, I put all this stuff up on the slide. Rebecca, are you here? Do you want to say any words about this?
Sure. So this is the Arcata Home Away from Home Committee, and they're distributing meals and goodie bags to local college students with HSU and CR. They're going to do that on March 14th, but they're looking to gather donations through Friday, March 12th. I think it's similar to a drive that we did in the fall. I think there are very specific items that they're looking for. In addition, they're looking for some gift certificates. They're expecting about 150 students, and they were hoping to put at least a $5 gift certificate in every one of the goodie bags that the students take away. So it should be a neat event. They're following all the county protocols and everything like that. It sounds like they've got it set up pretty well. So it's a nice opportunity for our club to reach out and support the our BIPOC college students in our community, and let them know that they're welcomed and we support them.
That's a part of Equity Arcata, and it used to be potlucks, and tons of community members would have people come to the D Street Community Center, and we would just feed the students and tell them, we're glad you're here, and we so appreciate that you're part of our community, but of course we can't do potlucks anymore, and so it's not actually an event. They're just literally going to walk through social distancing, grab a meal, grab a bag, pre-packaged bag of all kinds of household stuff, and then move along. So very COVID safe.
Right, and it's they only want these items that are listed. I will send these out after the meeting so that you have them if you're interested, and gift cards. And I assume they want us to buy the gift cards and not just give them money? Is that what they are preferring?
Either way would be fine. We have shoppers.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if you want to donate cash, then you would go and drop it off at the city hall and just call. They want you to call first so they can meet you at the door Monday through Friday from 12 to 5. Whoops. Slip. So that's great. Thank you. That's a good way to support folks, and soon we'll get back to the potlucks, hopefully, but not quite yet. All right. I am going to stop for a second, and I wanted to ask Lori if she would make her announcement that she texted me about at 6 o'clock this morning.
So sorry about that. The Humboldt County Office of Ed sponsors the Seal of Biliteracy, which allows high school seniors to get extra credentials, basically, that says that they are biliterate. And so what we're looking for is anybody who is fluent in another language. If you are fluent in another language, we're looking for you just to be one of those kind of judges that talks to the students to make sure that they truly are literate in that second language. If that's you, feel free to put your name in the chat, excuse me, or send me an email. Thanks.
Thank you, Lori. I don't know if I could do that in German or not, but you probably don't have a lot of German students, so who knows? All right, thank you. That sounds fun, actually. I could pretend to be fluent in Setswana because nobody here would be speaking it and they just wouldn't know what I was saying. So that would not work. So anyway, I wanted to share this. There is and I can email this information out too for the link, but there is a Rotary COVID-19 task force update. I know people have asked, we asked the President Knock about what Rotary was doing related to COVID. And they have a meeting next week, or a Zoom meeting to share that. And this will be with these two people, with Pat Merriweather Argus and Anne Marie Kimball. And of course, VP Doretta Solari will be there. So I will also send this stuff out. And I know Ed will post it also on our Facebook, not Facebook, sorry, on our webpage pretty quickly after the meeting too. So you'll be able to find that information and sign up for that. Again, it's March 9th at 5:30. All right. Oh, just forgot to mention this earlier, but you can do that.